The light carriers. In the serene city of Etumanor, where the temple gopurams kissed the skies and monsoon winds sang through coconut trees, lived four spirited girls, Vaishnavi, Ivana, Shreya, and Shivani. They studied at Keem's school, a vibrant school known more for its warmth than its walls. It was a stormy Tuesday afternoon. School had just closed early due to heavy rains. As the girls huddled under one shared umbrella, walking past the Etumanor Mahadeva temple, something made them stop. An old man, hunched on the wet pavement. Hundreds had passed him that day, but no one stopped. Vaishnavi's steps froze. "Why is he sitting there like that?" she whispered. "He's shivering," Ivana added, biting her lip. Shreya, without saying a word, ran back to a nearby tea stall to buy a hot cup of tea. Shivani called her uncle, a doctor who lived nearby. "It's urgent, uncle," she pleaded. "He needs help." That night, none of the girls could sleep. It wasn't just about the men, it was about how many people like him went unseen, forgotten. So, the next morning, they met early and made a plan. They called their little group the Light Carriers, not because they had money, not because they were famous, but because they believed everyone could carry a little light into the darkness. They started small, collecting old clothes from classmates, cooking food at home and distributing it on Sundays, visiting elderly people who lived alone, teaching children in a slum nearby how to read. They didn't post selfies. They didn't expect applause. They just did it. At first, people were curious. Why are four schoolgirls doing all this? But then something magical happened. The principal of Keem's school saw their efforts and organized a school-wide donation drive, and a volunteer doctor team from Kottayam joined in their health checkup camps. Soon, the whole of Etumanor started to change. A few months later, the district collector herself came to visit their school. In front of the entire school assembly, she stood with the four girls and said, "In a time when we talk so much about change, it is these four young girls who remind us that change doesn't come from power or position, it comes from action, from kindness, from having the courage to see the invisible and care anyway." The crowd erupted in applause. The girls were overwhelmed. They never expected this. But what touched them the most was what came next. At the center of Etumanor town, a new bench was placed under a flowering tree. A small stone plaque was added which read, "To the light carriers of Etumanor, who showed us what humanity looks like." Even as they grew older and moved on with life, people remembered. And when the people of Etumanor were asked what changed the soul of their city, they didn't speak of politicians or celebrities. They spoke of Vaishnavi, Ivana, Shreya, and Shivani, four schoolgirls, one act of kindness, and a light that never stopped spreading. Please like, subscribe,